Hello everyone, Amanda here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm here to share another collection. This is for sale. So it's not members only, this is for purchase over in my Ko-fi. I will leave the links in the description box below. Available in A4 and letter size, JPEG and PDF. Lovely high quality, really simple to download. Now, my members might be thinking, what? That's not fair. Don't worry, I've got your back. You are going to get this for free. So there's going to be two options in my Ko-fi. There'll be the purchase option that shows a price, and there will be the members only option, which is free to my members. So you're getting two full collections this month, ladies and gents. So you best get cracking. This is traditional Christmas. Okay, we're going traditional this year. Last year we did nostalgic. It was cutesy, it was retro, it was fun. I've just released one to my members, which is more winter themed with blues and watercolour birds. This is traditional, so it's not quite vintage, but it's very traditional. So here's the first page, stunning, lots of layering, lots of collage. I've absolutely had a ball creating this, even though I'm a bit of a Christmas Grinch. I'm not really that fussed for Christmas, but I think this is going to get me in the mood, and I'm going to be making a folio with this, or mini album, so watch out for that. Okay, here's the second one. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, you can totally make a journal out of it. Don't worry, I've covered all bases. Journaling, card making, folio making, album making. Anything you use scrapbooking paper for, you can use these. Absolutely stunning, beautiful, nothing else to be said. This one is so gorgeous. It's dreamy. I had the most awesome fun making this page. It's beautiful. So it's more like a full collage. Don't forget, you can shrink these down two to a page to get them smaller in proportion for card making, or your pockets for your mini albums, or making journaling cards. It's just beautiful. It's so versatile. And the beauty of digitals is they never run out. Once you've got it, if you've purchased it, or if you remember and you've downloaded it, it's there forever. You can print it and print it and print it. Here's another beautiful one with these beautiful presents and these Christmas frames with the collage background peeking through this Christmas kind of plaid or check or tartan, whatever you want to call it. And here's another one, super dreamy, really gorgeous. And I've designed that carefully so that if you fold that page, if you're making a journal, you've got the images on both sides. If you're making an album or a folio, you can cut that page in half. I'm always thinking really carefully about where I position things to make them more versatile. Look at this, just stunning. We've had to sneak in a Bambi and a hot chocolate. And we've got some little elements of Christmas here. Some of the elements I've used in other collections because they're my favourite, so I will use them again. I've used that number 24 before, and we've got the 25 as well. Okay, beautiful Christmas florals with this lovely lacy background with just little bits of the collage peeking through and some lovely Christmas music paper. Then that one's a plain one. So again, if you are card making, you could shrink that down two to a page, and that could be a card background for you to add your images on. Okay, journal page. Okay, stunning. Here's another beautiful one. Again, I'm always thinking if you're making folios or albums, you can cut it in half. If it's a journal page, you can fold it and you've got the beautiful images on both sides. So I do plan very carefully to make sure that my papers would suit lots of uses. And again, we've got the mirror image there to make a beautiful page. It's just stunning. I absolutely love that one. And then here with the frames, with the collage in the background, so it's a little bit plainer. You can write on there. You could cut that out, stick photos behind it. There's all sorts you could do. It's really lovely. So now we're on to the patterned papers. Now I made these first. So I was like, I don't know if they're going to go now, because originally I was just going to do Christmas patterns for my members. And I got a bit carried away and ended up with this 32-page collection. There you go. So we've got this like toile in a Christmas red, and it's, you know, you've got your churches and your wintry scenes. Okay. Then we've got this one, which is like the wintry berries, but in kind of a Christmas green. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. So I'm always thinking, if I'm going to do a folio or a mini album, I want lots of patterned papers to accentuate my design papers. You know, these ones. You know what I mean? The image papers. Okay, I want lots to go with it. But also for your journals or your card making, you can make your pockets, you can use it for your covers, you can use it to back your tags or your journaling cards, you can make envelopes out of it. The possibilities are endless, and I love Christmas plaid. I just love it, it's my favourite. That's that one. Another kind of toile kind of pattern with the reindeer there and the little winter hut. Okay, and the pine cones, and that's in a subtle Christmas red. Then we've got a really playful Christmassy pattern there. It reminds me of wrapping paper from the 70s, but it just looks really pretty. And then we've got another toile one there in the darker Christmas green, so we've got a variety of shades. Okay, with the stag in the woods there, and we've got snowflakes in the background. That's the nod to winter. And we've got another plaid or tartan or check or whatever you want to call it. And then we've got another playful one there with the hearts. I just love that, and I love the colour. It's like a deep burgundy red colour. Then I've got the holly and berries in a very vibrant Christmas green. And the main kind of, I think it's like a plaid. It's a Christmas plaid, and this is the main one that I've used throughout the collection. We've got another toile there with some vintage Victorian looking people carol singing. That's really pretty. And then this is the plain collage background I've used underneath all of my layers, so you can use it as a journal page. This has been in other kits. I've got absolutely no problem reusing images. I've created this from scratch, this collage. So, you know, if I feel like when it comes to Christmas, I want to reuse it, I will. Work smarter, not harder. But I love it. And I reuse it because it's so perfect and so lovely with the trees, and we've got the sleigh and the Christmassy elements there. I just love it. So here, now you might think, wow, those are big, Amanda. So these are approximately 4 inches wide. Okay, now the reason I've done them big is because I'm always wanting larger words to go when I'm making folios and albums. I don't have a folio or album to hand, they're over the other side of the room. But if you imagine, if you're doing a folio page, you can hang these off of the side, or if it's a pocket, you can just glue it just to the top of the pocket, or on your page, or on your cover. I'm always wanting these larger words, and I generally make the words quite small for journal making. So this time I've made them to suit myself because I know I'm going to be making a folio. So we've got Christmas, holidays, memories, December, joy, blessed, family, and 25th. And I've done them in, they're not black, they're in like a dark charcoal grey, so they're not too bold against the Christmassy items. So you can, I've put the cutting lines round, so you can, I've cut this by hand with no problem. You could layer it on pattern paper and cut round it again, or just have it as it is. Perfection. Then I've given you some envelopes. Okay, so you can tell easily where to fold them, because you just score straight down there and straight from that corner to that corner and that corner to that corner. And then I've added some of my elements on that I've created, and we've got some music in the background, like Tatty, made it look Tatty ripped. So that's that one. And then we've got another one here. So again, it all coordinates back with the collection. Okay. Then we've got some tags. I love making these. Look how beautiful these turned out. So they're all backed with a patterned paper. I've put a light distressed, like ink, as if they've been inked around the edges. That one's slightly darker, and then I decided to make these a bit lighter. But they're absolutely beautiful. Really lovely. And then these words here have been sized, so you could, if you wanted to, put them on there, or you can use them on whatever you like. Okay. And then I love these. I make these all of the time. I've got like a template for it, and these are, they look like they've got stitching on, and I just love it. It just adds a bit of something and a very, very light hint of distressed shadow around them. Beautiful. And then these just fill the page up, so you can use those. I put your embellishments and your fussy cuts on, and it's like a little, make a little tuck spot or something. Okay, they're just to fill the space up because I don't like giving you empty space. Okay, they're absolutely gorgeous. So these are the smaller ones. Then I've made you a couple of like journaling cards with these kind of faux vintage elements. And we've got this tag and we've got this music and a stamp and some lovely Christmas bows. So these are mirror image. So that is the you know, the mirror image of that, and that's the mirror image of that. So you could glue them back to back if you so desired. Okay. And here, that one and that one are mirror image. That one's on its own. And that one's mirror image. Then we've just got a little faux envelope and a little card to go in it and some stamps. And I've chosen Mrs. Claus because everybody knows that women do all of the work at Christmas, okay? It's typical. Women do all of the work and the men try and take the glory. So we've just got Mrs. Claus. Mr. Claus he gets enough glory. We've got the lovely hot chocolate mugs, and I particularly liked these because they reminded me of a Christmas pudding. I don't know why, because Christmas puddings aren't green on the top unless they've gone bad, but it reminded me of one. And then I've just given you 2 more mirror image bows to fill that space up. Then here we've got some more fussy cuts. We've got these lovely Christmas envelopes with December 25th and 24th in. Stunning, and they're quite large, so fussy cut them out. You could use them as a tuck. Okay, you can have them hanging off of a flap in a folio or an album. They're just gorgeous. Don't forget, if you want them smaller, if you want smaller ones, just print it to a page. And we've got some Christmassy tickets. We've got December the 25th again, because obviously that's the main deal, isn't it? And 24th. I didn't bother with all of the other numbers, because those are the main dates, aren't there, for when you're celebrating Christmas. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Okay, unless you're really religious, and then obviously, or, you know, other days are more important. So here we've got another little Christmassy envelope with a word on and some more little bits and bobs. So you've plenty to be going on with. Then this one is vintage Christmas music. Okay, and so you could cut it out, make envelopes with it, but I've put it there for you to rip up for layering. Okay, in case you don't have any music paper or Christmas music paper, you've just got 2 little pieces there. And then this is a plain journal page, so you can print these double-sided, as many as you want, and those will be your plain journal pages. I thought I'd just do that rather than loads of journal pages with just little bits of elements on, because we've got so many beautiful pages. I thought I'll just give you that, and you can print it as many times as you like, and then you can just decorate them how you want rather than how I've given them you. Okay, so 32 pages of absolute loveliness. I need to really get my skates on now. I have got 3 projects lined up in my craft room to film to show you how to make, and then I need to go away and design a lovely folio for this one. And if I've got time, I might do another journal. We'll see. I could do with borrowing a few of Santa's elves over this next month, I think. So I may well be a bit quiet on the rest of my social media, apart from on here, because I've got lots and lots and lots of tutorials to do to show you how to make things. And we're going to be making some Christmassy ephemera and things like that to go in whatever projects you're making. So, thank you so much for watching me. My dog's dream barking in the background. Dream barking. And we're going to have a really, really lovely time creating with this collection this Christmas. So, thank you for your time. Take care. Big love to you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.